I'm here in the Brentwood High School gym lobby where the brand new basketball cheer team practices. No longer just one big team, this year the cheerleading program has split into 3 teams: varsity football, JV football, and varsity basketball. Their new coach, Shannon Vinsel, says it's all about time commitment.
It's a lot for high schoolers to carry. Separating the team means that after football season's over, the competition cheerleaders can just focus on that, and basketball cheerleaders can just focus on our games.
The basketball cheerleaders have been hard at work preparing for their first game on Tuesday, November 14th. They're constantly working on perfecting their stunts, tumbling, and cheers.
Good, Ella. The difference is what the girls would rather cheer and what their schedules can handle. Like some of the girls on the basketball team or basketball cheerleading team have other priorities like all-star cheerleading and things like that.
The basketball cheerleaders will give life to the crowd this basketball season. Molly Robinson, WBHS 9. As you can see behind me, I'm on Brentwood High's new parking lot. This new parking lot was just recently paved, and students and teachers are already parking there.
Well, we needed the new parking lot because when we build our new STEM building, it's going to take away some of the parking in the junior lot. So we need some additional parking. It really isn't open yet, so we just kind of got a mixture of people who are just looking for a place to park where they won't have to move their car in the afternoon.
As you can see, many students are already putting this parking lot to use. Even though the parking lot is not completely finished, students still use it to avoid crowded traffic in the other lots.
As of this moment, I would say it's probably alleviating some of our parking problems, but it's really going to make a big difference when they get the road finished and people can leave the back parking lots and go straight out to Grady White Park without having to come around through the senior lot.
This new parking lot is one of just many new improvements to Brentwood High. Izzy Wendell, WBHS 9 News.
David Schulte here in Brentwood's High main gym, where head coach Greg Shirley is looking for a return trip to the state playoffs. After coaching in Florida for 30 years, Coach Shirley is now in his 3rd season at Brentwood.
Brentwood has an amazing athletic, academic program, and basketball is exactly the same. For the last 5 years, they have been able to make it to the state tournament. Great atmosphere. I expect there to be a lot of excitement. We're going to continue to learn and grow and try to become the best team we can possibly be.
The Bruins finished an amazing season, losing in the first round of the state tournament. He says his team's going to work hard to make it back to Murfreesboro.
You know, going to state is obviously a great honor, and a lot of things have to go your way, but the bottom line is going to state is a consequence of doing the right things, of taking a step forward every day, of improving every single day. So going to state, yes, that would be a great honor and something that we're definitely shooting for, but more importantly than that is to prepare to be a champion more than the actual final destination. So we're going to enjoy every step of the journey.
Let's see how the Bruins do this season. David Schulte, WBHS 9.
I'm here at Barbara Campbell's office. This year's recent state championship tallies up to 5 in a row and 13 in total for the women's volleyball team. Coach Campbell, who's going into her 30th season here at Brentwood, has led the volleyball team to 24 state tournaments. She's excited about how the team finished this year.
To be a 5-time state champion feels like $1 million, at least. It is incredible. To finish a season with no would-haves, could-haves, should-haves, and to see the kids so happy and receive this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, maybe after, going through adversity during a season, it's the best feeling ever.
With most of the state championship team intact, Coach Campbell believes that the future of BHS volleyball is very bright.
Hopefully, we'll get our first 6-peat. That's what we're going for. We only lost 1 senior this year, so we're in good shape. You can say we have everyone returning.
With their recent success and only 1 senior leaving, let's hope they can make it 6 in a row. Gavin Peel, WBHS 9.
Coach Carr has been a cornerback coach for 3 years now at BHS. He goes through extensive training and drilling to make sure his cornerbacks are the best at Williamson County. Coach Carr puts his players through hard drilling every practice because he believes in practicing to a standard to make sure his players are the very best.
What I tell them is that they need to practice to a standard instead of practicing to the teams that they're playing, and that comes down to getting to fundamentals every single day, getting better every rep, and kind of doing things the way that we expect them to be done at Brentwood for our football team.
The team also stresses the idea of keeping its players very healthy both mentally and physically in preparation for the playoffs in order for them to perform their very best during the game.
Right now it's more of a mental reps, getting into the playoffs and trying to keep everybody healthy, but just the drills that we do on an everyday basis do a good job of keeping us conditioned.
Coach Carr seems pretty confident when he talks about what he does with his cornerbacks. Let's hope he can put those words into practice at the Cane Ridge playoff game this Friday. Alex Wells, WBHS 9 News.
Sitting here at the notorious four-way stop, which is one of the worst design flaws in the whole school.
Brentwood High School's four-way stop is the intersection of the four main hallways. Traffic is historically bad. Many solutions have been proposed, but recently, students set up a traffic cone in the middle, but it has led to more problems. It causes trouble for students and teachers as well, and its effectiveness is now in question.
Somewhat, I believe it's effective to keep students going the correct direction instead of all over the place, but some ways it's not.
We went out yesterday to see the traffic it causes. It seemed like a lost cause trying to fix it, but there is hope because of the new apparatus being built by engineering students. Not everyone in the school knows about this new solution, but those who do are hopeful about its effectiveness.
Ooh, I have not heard about the apparatus, but maybe I would like to see it first.
Colin Kadoof, WBHS 9 News.
I'm Tucker Harlan here at James C. Parker Stadium, home of the Bruins football team. The Bruins have had an excellent year, finishing at 9-1 in the regular season, their best record since 2012. Brentwood is currently riding a 6-game win streak with their last loss against arch rival Ravenwood.
You've got 10 wins under your belt, so we're feeling pretty good. This is by far our biggest and our toughest game this week with Cane Ridge round 2. So we're looking forward to it, but we think we've done some really good things this season so far.
Brentwood beat Cane Ridge in week 2, 41-21, giving the Ravens their only loss of the season. The Bruins are expecting a repeat and a run at this 6A state title.
I think expectations are a state championship. That's not an unrealistic idea for us at the beginning of the season when we've talked about it. We wanted to first win the region, which we didn't. We got second because of the Ravenwood loss. Kind of a unique thing when you only have one loss in the entire year, you're 9-1 and you don't win your region, but that's how our region plays out.
If you want to see the Bruins continue their magical season, come to Cane Ridge on Friday night. Tucker Harlan, WBHS 9.
Ben Mahaffey here. I'm on the football field analyzing the success and the future of the freshman football team. The team got on a good pace early and finished the season strong with a record of 8-0 and ended up winning a bowl game which was considered the county championship.
I like grass better because the turf, it's a lot more slippery and you slip a lot more, and you also get a lot of turf burns and they don't feel very good.
The team ended the year with a tough game against Franklin, but triumphed in the end in the bowl game.
Just Franklin, because they're one of the best teams, and they were our first and our last game. And in the first game, it was hardest because we have new plays and new coaches.
It looks like the freshman football team could have a lot of success in the years to come. Ben Mahaffey, WBHS 9 News.
I'm here at James C. Parker Stadium, where the football team has gotten a brand new football field for the season and years to come. The new football field has received great feedback, especially among coaches and the athletic staff.
Well, one way it's affected the team is that it has helped with practice time because we don't really lose practice time due to weather anymore.
The new field has cut down on maintenance costs. You don't have to water or mow it anymore, or resell the field.
That particular field, when you look at middle school usage, when you look at high school usage, it was, compared to other schools in the county, was getting used more than really any other field that the county provides for their schools.
Although there is a hefty upfront cost, Brentwood's athletic director, Joe Blair, thinks the field will be cost efficient over the coming years. The Bruins went 5-1 on their new home turf. Ford Waldrop, WBHS 9 News.
I'm Alex Isbell for WBHS 9, and I'm outside of the candy store, which has been getting a lot of attention recently. The candy store was set up to raise money for an after-school club.
The candy store was started about 2 years ago to help fund DECA.
It's been a huge success ever since.
On average, we make $200 a day.
The candy store is located between the gym and the cafeteria. It's open during lunchtime. Some of the products include Sour Patch Kids, M&Ms, even a cup of noodles.
We choose these products based on the demands of the customers.
Prices range from a nickel up to $2. Alex Isbell, WBHS 9 News.
Hi, Luke Fontesha here. I'm at the BHS gym, and as you can see, it's very quiet. However, when basketball season comes around, it won't be anywhere close to that. John Winley played on the BMS 8th grade team last year. This year, the freshmen will see action on JV and likely the varsity team as well.
We got some good players, so I think we'll probably make state and hopefully get a little bit further this year.
John has been playing basketball for as long as he can remember. Even as a freshman, Winley has high hopes.
I hope to win a lot of games on JV and hopefully get a lot of minutes on varsity.
Transitioning from middle school to high school, Winley said there are many differences, not just as a player, but as a team.
Players are a lot stronger and faster, and you have to be aware at all times.
Looks like the team is in for a good season and a great future. Luke Fontesha, WBHS 9 News.
I'm Josh Large here in the BHS cafeteria where lunch is serious business. At BHS, a lot goes into deciding what to serve each day.
Our lunch meals are prepared here at the school as well as every other school in Williamson County, whether it be high school, middle school, or elementary school. They do have a menu committee that provides us with menus, but at the high school level we don't have to stick to it as closely as they do in the middle school and the elementary school. So
The cafeteria staff arrives at 5 a.m. to prepare breakfast, which is served at 7. And immediately afterwards, they start lunch, which is served at 11:15.
our most popular lunch is probably chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes with gravy, mini corn dogs, and pizza. Mac and cheese, which we try not to do, but the kids love it, so we try to do it when we can. But that's their favorite.
It's clear that cafeteria employees at BHS care about what students eat on a daily basis. Josh Large, WBHS 9 News.
The parking lot is dry now, but it's not always like this. When it rains, the back parking lot and access drive often flood. That causes backups.
12 years and have really never noticed that it was so high that it would do any damage to cars. You might have to go through it. It might be a couple inches, which doesn't hurt the car, but it obviously gets your shoes all wet.
Many students have problems finding parking spots in flooded areas.
So the only solution I would have to that is to get here as early as you can on days that it's been raining a lot and try to get a space where there's not any water in it.
County work crews are trying to have the back parking lot fixed so students can park there. Yashar Jabahat, WBHS 9.